reaction. What is going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan Diacon with Ryan680, coming at you from the Alamo City Movie Talk studios. And if you have not already, guys, like, share, subscribe, hit that subscribe notification to get notified on our movie reviews like this one, or our trailer reactions like our other videos and TV reviews, guys. Thank you so much for making me a part of your day. Let's get right to it, guys. This is my review of Steven Spielberg's highly anticipated movie, The Fabelmans, guys. The Fabelmans tells of a story of a loosely based Steven Spielberg story growing up in a post-World War II era. You know, we've been hearing about it, the Oscar hype of this film, and by God, was it right. Now, I'm going to go off and say that this film actually was not vibrant in color, which I thought we were going to see a little bit more vibrance in costume design here and everything, and we really did not see that in this film. Granted, we've seen it in different other Steven Spielberg movies in the past, so this definitely did not hit that note on that part. But this movie is so story driven, man. This cast alone, which is played by Steven Spielberg's parents, is Michelle Williams and Paul Dano, that are a dynamic duo, that are the parents of Steven Spielberg, of Sammy Fabelman, and by God, they do fantastic. Their dynamic together was just so in tune with each other that it just felt like they were the exact people that they were playing. It felt so intuitive. Paul Dano played this character very, very, very different. He had a little depth into what he is going through as Steven Spielberg's dad. Is he blind? Is he naive? We get to see a little bit of more of that character development here. Michelle Williams also plays this fantastic role as Mrs. Fabelman here, and she actually capitalizes 100% on this role. I thought she was fantastic. I enjoyed her in this movie so much. You know, Seth Rogen's in here, the uncle, which is not really their uncle, so that's kind of misled there. Which I was just like, wait, is he the uncle? No, he's not. He is not by blood. But this actually tells of a story driven of a Jewish family here, and we get to see that here. You know, this film really touches up on a lot of bullies, touches up about life, touches us about life in Arizona, life in California, and I love this story. This movie is so story driven, capitalizes on that. It capitalizes on, this is the movie I'm gonna make, and I feel so intuitive with the story. You really get lost in it in a way to where it's not a comedy, right? But you find yourself laughing at the simple things in life. I kind of find that funny because don't we all as human beings kind of interact that way, where in a moment where it's so serious and so dumb and so stupid to me, when you're frustrated at the situation that occurred, later on in life, you kind of like laugh about it. You're like, I was that dumb. I was that dumb college kid. I was that dumb high school kid. And we all get to see that. And I feel that way with Steven Spielberg when he gives this story here. You know, so many different shots of here that I really did love. The cinematography in here was just beautiful. I love the cinematography in this movie. This is coarsely based on, you know, in his early 1960s when he was growing up, and I get to see different cinema, and we get to see the whole nostalgia of, you know, of the character-driven story here, and I love that. You know, Sammy Fabelman, which is played by Gabe LaBelle, and he is great. He is phenomenal. I enjoyed his acting in here. He carried this movie for me so much. I enjoyed the different dynamics we got of him, the emotional grasp we saw between him, Paul Dano, and of course with the mother herself, you know, Michelle Williams. I enjoyed it. The chemistry was so on point. I was afraid that Seth Rogen was gonna be a little too much for me. I really was. I was all like, oh, Seth Rogen, is he good? Is he gonna be great? But I give it to him. This guy, he changed. He definitely changed this film for me. I think this film's really changed my whole persona of him. He's not just a comedy goofball that we've all known him to be. You know, this film really sheds light into that a little bit more, and I got to see that. I love that. I love that we got to see a different side of Seth Rogen here. Granted, I have seen him do different movies, different projects in the past, but this one definitely stuck out for me, a lot of it, even though he's a supporting role in here. Uncle Boris, which is played by Jude, I thought that was great. Jude is just, wow. There's this strong presence that we see in the trailer, right? And we saw, well, like, we are artists driven. And I love that. This is beautifully done, where the art and it just tears us apart. And I love that because there's different scenery, different moments of the film that you just find to be breathtaking in a filmmaking, because this is film, you know, watching this movie, I couldn't help but feel like, damn, this is a movie. I'm watching Steven Spielberg to talk about this movie that he adored and loved back in the day, and knowing that it's like you get relatable, just like with us, with all movies connection. Movies are just a universal language where we all connect in the different works of art. We could both see we could both see the same movie and get different mixed messages out of here, which I did love and enjoy. And I thought that was really great in here, the great message here, and the great message of family. This is family driven. I love that this is just so well put. And again, we go to where it's kind of going to hit those relatable moments. It really has, so much of a family that could take so much until it's driven off course. And we get to see that a little bit more with Paul Dano and Michelle Williams. I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed that aspect. I enjoy that whole persona there. And again, we go back to the Fabelmans. It's absolutely wonderful. I enjoyed myself. Spielberg's fictional biography is one of the best films. I'll say that. One of the best films. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see. And that's the thing too. When it comes to this, I kind of feel like I saw a couple interviews with Steven Spielberg, and I was just like, he put out there and said, this is not a comedy. But again, we go back to where some things in life are just funny. And I love that. I really did. I love that whole persona. Family drama at the time, it could be, we all go through family drama in our own way. We all go through different situations. And I love how at the very end of the day, when we get to see this, when we talk about the situation that occurred about a year ago, a month ago, maybe last week, you laugh about it, or maybe you just don't. Maybe you're frustrated about it. Maybe you laugh about it years later. I enjoyed that whole aspect there, and that was really good message there. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this film, guys. Was this the film that we deserved? Yes, 100%. This is the film that we deserved. Rating 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest. I'm gonna have to give this film a solid 8.8. I'm gonna give it a solid 8.8, almost a 9, guys. This film is very story driven, directed by Steven Spielberg himself, which I enjoyed so much. This story is just so well directed. I thought it was fantastic. I really did. Character development, character arc, so much. So is Paul Dano. Michelle Williams though took this movie and really made it her own. She's gonna get nominated for an Oscar definitely for this. This is her year. This is definitely her year, guys. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for it, guys. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680. Obviously, I do recommend this movie, guys. Be sure to check this out at a movie theater near you, which comes out this coming week, guys. But thank you so much for making me a part of your day. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, hit that subscribe notify to get notified for our movie reviews that we got coming out later this week. And as always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680. Signing off, guys. Stay safe, San Antonio. Peace.